Scientists say space aliens, extraterrestrials, should have already visited our Earth. The Earth could have already been visited by an alien civilization many times. Well, we have the Tully Papyrus saying that the pharaoh witnessed, and he recorded it, witnessed space aliens coming from deep space and landing in the Giza Plateau near the pyramids. And he called them the overlords of Egypt. Can you imagine a pharaoh stating this and shaking in his boots as he asked his scribes to record this experience? This was thousands of years ago. And we know that the pharaoh was considered to be a god among his people, and yet he was quivering in his boots when he saw these overlords, quote unquote. And Pharaoh Nectanebo, I remember, he was the one that took down all the pagan symbols from various religious sites in Egypt, but he kept the Abydos temple of Seth, which recorded those hieroglyphs that looked like jet airplanes, rockets, helicopters, cars, tanks, hovercraft. Those things he kept there because he said this is the area where our true overlords landed from space. So they knew very well that something was coming from out of this world and visiting earthlings, and they called them the gods. So what were they? Nephilim, Anunnaki? They were definitely not of this world, and the humans that were around, especially the top elite pharaohs and kings, thought of them as their overlords. Can you imagine? Now this is on The Mind Unleashed by Manuel Garcia Aguilar. The debate about the existence of alien life has been a topic that has interested humans for a long time, and the scientific community has split opinions regarding our solitude in this amazingly big universe. Now, new research published in the Astronomical Journal provides further information that invites us to rethink our mindset on this topic. During the summer of 1950, physicist Enrico Fermi posed a question to his colleagues over lunch. "Don't you ever wonder where everybody is?" he asked. He was referring to alien life. The Earth is 4.5 billion years old, and we could say that that was roughly the time it took a kind of life, quote unquote, to be capable of space travel. Our universe is approximately 13.8 billion years old. Fermi proposed that during this time, the galaxy should have been overrun with intelligent, technologically advanced aliens. Yet we have no evidence of this despite decades of searching. This postulate became known as the Fermi paradox. Briefly, some of the main points of this paradox, formalized by Michael H. Hart, are: there are billions of stars in the Milky Way similar to the Sun. With high probability, some of these stars have Earth-like planets, and if the Earth is typical, some may have already developed intelligent life. Some of these civilizations may have developed interstellar travel. Even at the slow pace of currently envisioned interstellar travel, the Milky Way galaxy could be completely traversed in a few million years. And since many of the stars similar to the Sun are billions of years older, this would seem to provide plenty of time. Now you can have a clearer view of why this paradox is so interesting for scientists, and further investigation is being done. The odds seem to be really high. The expectation that the universe should be teeming with intelligent life is linked to models like the Drake equation, which suggests that even if the probability of intelligent life developed at a given site is small, the sheer multitude of possible sites should nonetheless yield a large number of potentially observable civilizations. This new study offers a different perspective on the question. Maybe aliens are just taking their time and being strategic. Jonathan Carroll Nellenbach, the study's lead author, said, "If you don't account for the motion of stars when you try to solve this problem, you're basically left with one of two solutions. Either nobody leaves their planet, or we are in fact the only technological civilization in the galaxy." Stars orbit the center of the galaxy on different paths at different speeds. They occasionally pass each other, So aliens could be waiting for their next destination to come closer. This is what Carol Dellenbach's study says. Researchers have formulated different theories trying to answer the Fermi paradox, including the possibility that all alien life forms in oceans below planet surface, and there's even the zoo hypothesis, which imagines that societies in our galaxy decided to not contact us to preserve us in a way analogical to how we preserve some natural places, or even to prevent them from getting some kind of a disease from us. A crucial fact to this new study is the fact that, as previously mentioned, the galaxy moves. So aliens could be waiting for an optimal travel distance to explore new territories. Carol Dellenbach said, if long enough is 1 billion years, well then that's one solution to the Fermi paradox. Another important thing to notice is that the research team did not attempt to guess at the aliens' motivation or their politics, something that usually delayed the attempts to solve the Fermi paradox. In other words, what are they doing traveling, coming to us? What is their aim? What goals do they have? What's their project? So we have to consider also that our consciousness and our perception of the civilization concept, quote unquote, may play a crucial part in this kind of studies, so our predictions may be based on our own behavior. Carol Dellenbach said, we tried to come up with a model that would involve the fewest assumptions about sociology that we could. So far, we've detected about 4,000 planets inside of our solar system, and none have been shown to host life. But we have not looked that hard. There are at least 100 billion stars in the Milky Way, and even more planets, so we still have a lot more to explore. Maybe merging philosophy and science together for a moment, we could believe that at some point, if there is in fact alien life out there in the universe, we or our kids or our grandkids or great-grandkids will get to know them and make really close contact, assuming all of this is a basis of some of the ideas exposed in Kant's critique of pure reason, where he says that if something can happen, and there is enough time for that to happen, that it will happen. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.